Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot, Animal Sign, Horoscope, and Lotteries. Yes, and Lotteries. And this is for September the 15th up to October the 15th, 2018. And it is from you, for you, coming from the Rat family. So let me shuffle my Kabbalistic tarot cards. And the first card that I'm pulling has got to do with the period of 15 September to the end of September. And I'm going to first talk about your job. This is a nasty card, and it says that your job is not secure and you'll have to work very hard to impress your bosses, and any little mistake will grow into a big one, and miscommunication is also there. And don't argue, otherwise you're going to have trouble with your job from September the 15th up to the end of September. The next card that I pull will have to do with your business areas, and it's not much better. This is a card that says losses can come very quickly. A miscalculation, a mistake will be very bad, and past issues are also disturbing you in your business, either past losses or could it be some kind of problems with the government department. So many things like that are a problem. So you'll have to be very careful not to expose yourself to any kind of risk in business. Better to consolidate, which means look after what you have. Don't worry about chasing new businesses. It's not going to work, and even if you get it, you probably will have problems with it. And now I'm going to pull a card regarding finances for you, the Rat family. And this is also for September 15 to end of September. Well, it's a cloudy, rainy kind of card, and it shows signs of conflict between Mars and Venus. So I'll have to say that it's more money out than money in. And so be careful. Wanting to spend money in an elaborate way will not be a good idea from September 15th to the end of September. Hold on to your money. And investment-wise, it's rainy and it's cloudy, so there's no sunshine. So the last thing you want is to part with your money. And now I'm going to go to the area of romance for the period of September 15 to the end of September. It's not a very bad card for romance, actually. It says you will find a card, you'll find a romance, and this comes through communication. So you may be talking to somebody and a romance may just start blooming. Of course, communication can be you sending an email or you showing interest in some kind of communication areas. So communicate if you want to get something going for yourself. Communicate. And is this romance going to be good for you? There is stress and there is a complication. So don't hurl yourself, don't rush and get your romance with both arms. Tell yourself, I'll have to be a bit careful with it. I'm going to use the same card, that your ongoing romance is also not very steady and you'll have to be a bit cautious about it. When I see the signs of Mercury, it's always arguments and quarrels, so you don't want to go into that area. And now I'm going to talk to you about your marriage, and I'll pull a new card. Well, it's misunderstanding that's the problem. Simple as that. So you don't want a misunderstanding to turn into an argument, to turn into a fight. Otherwise, your marriage area seems to be somebody wants to dominate somebody. Let somebody else dominate you for a change, so that the peace of mind will be between September 15 and the end of September in your marriage area. Step back, look at the situation, remain calm, and let somebody take charge and take control. And that would be a very good way of controlling your marriage area. Because there are planetary signs here that show complications come from past affairs, and they can lead to some kind of argument most unexpectedly. So be careful there. Now I'm going to speak to you about your job again for the 15 days, which will be from the 1st of October to the 15th of October. Let's see what happens this time. Not much help. This is a card of overflow. Overflow simply says that in your job, Whatever you do, there is too much for you to do, there is stress and there's anxiety. And it says that your job is not secure definitely because problems are overflowing as well. So you will have to really look after your job if you want to keep it from the 1st of October to the 15th of October. Otherwise, overflow simply means that you will have to leave. It's as bad as that. Let me now talk about your business side for you and see if that improves at least. This is for October the 1st to October the 15th. Well, it says you can chase for new business, but you don't seem to have the fulfillment for it, which means you either don't have enough money for it, or you don't have the passion for it, or you don't have somehow the ability to chase for a new business. So I rather you don't. It says the competition is very strong, this card says. So be happy with what you have in your hands and tell yourself, I'll leave chasing for new businesses in another period of time. Now we're going to talk about your finances, general finances, October the 1st to October the 15th, and let's see if that improves for you. With the same old card, rainy and stormy, is coming back again to you. And so your general finances are under rainy periods and cloudy periods and stormy periods. So I know you are in no shape to try and take any risk financially at all from the period of October 1st to October 15th, as simple as that. In general finances, let's see what's happening. General finances can be finances from your partner, from you, or anything else. And let's see what happens. No. This card says that regarding financial situations, be careful you don't lose somebody else's money. How about that? So if somebody asks you to invest for that somebody, tell yourself, no thank you, because the danger is you're going to lose that money and then there will be demands for you to pay up. So general financial areas don't show profits, don't show the ability to make money. Just lie low for the period of October 1st to October 15th. I'm now going to your romance area. You're not pulling good cards. I'm not pulling good cards for you at all. Let's see if this one does it. And this is for the romance area for October 1st to October 15th. Is a card called the Wheel of Fortune. And so the card says, you can find a new relationship, but the danger is that very quickly you are going to get into a system of differences with the partner. So what do you do about it? Take your time with the new romance that you may find. Don't jump into it too quickly. Study the partner a little bit first, because it says the point of view and differences is very different. Well, I'm going to use the same card for your ongoing romance. Your ongoing romance, I would say, is more steady. There's a card of Saturn here, which always never refers to anything new, but something that you already have. So there's every chance of you doing quite well in your ongoing romance. But again, I would say that don't push your luck and don't be argumentative. Now I'm going to talk to you about your marriage. October 1st to October 15th, for you coming from the rat family. Oh, it's full of conflict. It's full of differences. And for you coming from the rat family, it says past issues are terrible. They climb all over you. And some things about money or spending is another big issue as well. And there are signs here that say, be careful in these 15 days. Fire is ignited very quickly. So the last thing you want to do is to antagonize anybody or your partner, romance or whether marriage. And the last thing you want to do is to set anything aflame. Now, general family areas very quickly. And let me see if that improves for you, which involves your parents and your siblings. It says a female member of your family, could it be siblings, brothers, sisters, could it be the sisters, could be the mother's side, in-law or the mother, who can prove to be a problem if you allow this female person to get involved with anything to do with your marriage or with your general romance or the general family area. So stay away or keep her away, and you might just do much better. Now I'm going to speak to you about your health for the whole month from September 15th to October 15th for you, the rat family. And what does it say? The first thing it says is about your spine. You're going to have a lot of bad issues. And I would make this as the lower spine because it's on the lower part of the card. And secondly, it says your digestion is very slow. So you might need some help from some prune juice. It's much better than taking laxatives or pills. So don't eat things that you are having difficulty to digest. Eat things which are easy to digest in the month of September 15th to October 15th. And now I'm going to go to talk to you about your lucky ages during the 15th September to the 15th of October for the rat family. This is a very powerful card, and it says if you happen to be the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75, you're going to be one very lucky person, whether in romance, whether in marriage, whether in lotteries, whether in job, whether in business. So you get ready for the go. If you're not of these ages, don't panic. You'll have to see me for a 90-minute session. That's going to cost you USD 50. And in this 90 minutes, I'll tackle your next 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life based on your date of birth, time of birth, your palms, and also using Kabbalistic cards, and you also face reading you. But I'll talk to you a bit more about that later. So your ages are that. Now I'm going to talk to you, the rat family, about your colors. Let's see what this card says about colors. Well, the signs of Venus and Jupiter are here, so I'll have to go for purple. So I'll say wear plenty of purple if you can during the period of September 15th to October 15th. And when you do that, probably good luck comes for you in every area possibly. So try and do that. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lotteries finally. I'm going to pull 3 cards in all. The first card I pull will be for the first set of numbers for you coming from the rat family. It's a good card. I like this card. It shows that you might have the possibility of doing something good for the lotteries. And the numbers I would choose from here would be the number 3, 12, 21, 30, 39, 48, 57, 66 or 75. Some lotteries go up to that numbers, so I'll cover all that. So write all these numbers down, and I'm going to pull the second set of cards now. And the second set of cards for you from the rat family. And the second set says, is all about business, this card, commerce and industry. So I'll have to go for the planet Mercury and the planet Uranus and the planet Saturn. And the numbers would be the number 5, 14, 23, 32, 41, 50, 59, or 68, or even 77. So it's all coming from the 5 series. So 5 series gave you all these cards. And if you happen to add any of these numbers, they will come back to the root number 5. That's why I call them the 5 series, okay? Now I'm going to pull one more card for you from the rat family. And let's see what this card says. Oh, wonderful Venus. It's a card of Pisces, and I like that very much when I see Venus. And the numbers I'll definitely choose would be the number 6, 15, 24, 33, 42, 51, 60, 69, or 78. So you've got all these numbers in front of you now. What you're going to do, you're going to go to a stationery shop and you're going to try and get colored paper. Try and get purple paper, A4 size. Second choice would be gray colored paper. Purple paper or gray colored paper, and bring back home quite a bit of it. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut with the scissors a 2-inch by 2-inch strips of paper, 2-inch by 2-inch, plenty of them. And so on one of the 2-inch you will write one number. For example, on the first 2-inch by 2-inch you will write the number 3. The second 2-inch, and then you fold it up and put it in front of you. And the second 2-inch by 2-inch you will write the number 12. So go through all these numbers, one number on one piece of paper, and you'll soon have a little bundle of these papers all folded up. And so what you do then, these are your lucky days I'm going to give you now. And your lucky days, no, I can't give you lucky days because it's all from the tarot. So what I'm going to tell you now is, get all these pieces of paper together and start to collect your lottery numbers. And how do you do that? You use your fingers and you use your thumb. Your fingerprints and your thumbprints don't belong to you, they belong to your soul. So what I want you to do is get your thumbs and join them to the index finger like this. And what you're doing is something very powerful. You're opening windows and doors so that your soul can actually be looking at you. So your soul is sexless, your soul has no name, and is identified through the fingers, thumbprints, and the thumbprint and the fingerprints. So do that. You can do this for 30 seconds, for 1 minute, for 2 minutes, for 3 minutes. Some people ask me, can I say a prayer as well, Andi? And I say, go right ahead. Why shouldn't God help you to win a lottery? So do that and focus on the lottery that you want. And then pick one number, pick one piece of paper up and open it. And you may see the number 12. So write down on a piece of paper 12 and fold paper and put it back and just scramble those paper again. And then go back to this. And if you need 5 numbers, you do it 5 times. If you need 6 numbers, you do it 6 times. If you need 7 numbers, you do it 7 times. Take your time about it. And by the way, even if you're walking along a street, whether you're in your office, where you have anywhere, whether you can't go to sleep, do this and you will see that the energy will be very clearly making you focus to what you want and lower your stress completely. Okay? So try and do that. And then you go and buy your lotteries. And I hope you do something. And if you want to buy 2 or 3 sets,